Howdy y'all, Stock Warden here, back with another video. Today we're looking at Palantir Technologies, and man, they are going crazy on this stock. I'm talking a full-blown short seller crash out for Palantir. So there are a lot of people saying that Palantir is way overhyped, the stock price is way too high, and that Palantir should not be anywhere near its current stock price, and for a bunch of different reasons. So we're going to go through a couple of them, break down why they are throwing a little fit like a toddler, and go into why they have completely missed the whole target and also why they're so upset. So, to start off, you have a specific set of short sellers that stating that OpenAI is set at about $500 billion, which that alone says that it should put Palantir at $40, and they're saying that Palantir at $40 a share would be generous, since the OpenAI's valuation is only at a $500 billion benchmark for the market. Now, that's fine. OpenAI is set at 500 billion valuation. There are a multitude of AI stocks, AI companies, and different AI companies do different things, have different contracts and things of that nature. So the stock being valuated at where it is now at over $170 a share, that is over triple what they're stating Palantir should be at. So a stock being over triple what they believe the hype should be, I don't believe the stock would be able to continue pursuing the way that it has been, considering their market cap, just for Palantir alone, the market cap for themselves is $412 billion. Their average volume over a 30-day period is over 60 million. So, and their earnings reports that have came in over the past 4 quarters have been exceeding expectations, meeting expectations, and blowing all expectations out of the water in earnings reports, in your contracts, government contracts, procurement of multiple different areas and multiple different sectors that Palantir can be in. They're not only in the defense area, they're in the commercial area, they're in the healthcare area. They are in so many different markets that trying to put Palantir in a single bubble for OpenAI being a part of a 500 billion valuation is totally underscoring what all Palantir has gotten into and what all this company is providing to so many different markets in the world. So that, and they are also worldwide as well. They are not just a small mom and pop company that only does things in America. A lot of the products that they have their software in and their AI in, a lot of their products have been shipped overseas, and they have even had different contracts with the European Union as well. So there is so many people that believe that they have had, these mass amounts of insider trading where they've sold, millions and millions, and even some people have been said that they have sold billions of shares of Palantir over the past few years, which really and truly, that just goes in and says that all of these people that are saying Palantir Technologies is so overhyped and that the stock should be negative 300 than where it is currently, they are the ones that ended up missing out. They didn't hold. They thought they were going to be able to hold for a minute, take a quick bull run, sell out, and then be able to claim their profit before the stock tanked. Well, the stock is yet to tank, people. And as I've said before, and I will say again, Palantir, over the course of the past couple of years, it has done nothing but go up. I mean, we were over just last year, at this time last year, the stock was at $20 a share. And now that it's past $20 a share, we are at $174 a share. So that is something that is almost completely unheard of and unfathomable, to be able to take a stock within a single physical year and to be able to absolutely 1,000% practically your investment for your return on your investment. So the people that lost out ended up not getting into the sector where they were trying to catch the falling knife, where they kept buying thinking it was going to go up, but it kept going down and they started losing. Well, they kept buying and it kept going up, and they would take a short profit, and then the stock kept going up, so then they kept losing profits that they could have had. So they ended up completely overshooting and underestimating this stock and this company, and all of the crazy things that this stock and this company has been able to do, has been able to completely achieve, procure, contract, and also secure for not only the company's relevance in all different kinds of markets, but also to be relevant in its also hardcore money-based status, where they are making a lot more money than what they're spending. So, and they also just had yet another set of sectors that Palantir will be able to jump in, where now there is a billion-dollar autonomous technology sector that is poised for significant revenue growth. So, and the significant revenue growth opportunities with all of this is going to be, once again, a huge increase in AI power, and also convenience for all of AI's online servers, going into a bunch of different sets of technologies for all of your autonomous vehicles, all of your sensors for driving, whether it's a drivable four-wheeled vehicle or it's some type of taxi. They even have the air taxi that Palantir has partnered with Archer Aviation. I do also have some videos on that company and their stocks as well, so you can go back and look into some of those as well. That is also another great stock and a great company. So Palantir is definitely being completely shot at for people that completely lost out on being able to reap the amazing benefits and to actually see the direction that this company is going in and has been going in for some time. There is almost not a week that has went by for the past physical year that Palantir has not been able to secure more money, more contracts, more earnings, more sectors, and it just continues to take up and take off nonstop, and partnering with all kinds of different companies as well to be able to put a piece of their company into other companies that have their own stocks, that have their own procurements, their own contracts, their own partnerships in a ton of different sectors as well. So whenever Jim Cramer said that he believes that Palantir Technologies can hit $200 a share, I believe that that would be something very, very easy for Palantir Technologies. Is this stock overhyped? It might be a little, but it is definitely not so overhyped that it would go from 180 to 40. So with their earnings, with how spread out they are in the market, with how many different, as you can see over here, their revenue, their net income, and their net margins, just themselves, just Palantir by themselves is up in the billions. So if you look at OpenAI sitting only at 500 billion, well, Palantir on its own by itself is making its own billions. So with all that being said, there really is not a whole lot of overhype for Palantir. What Palantir is what Palantir is, and where it is where it should be. So this stock has had an amazing come up with an amazing company. They have great qualities and a great mission to be able to push forward and bring new technology out into the world to be able to help everybody in all different walks of life and all different areas and sectors, where there will become a point in time where it probably will be impossible for you to pass by a form of technology, and Palantir have not touched it. So that is something also to behold and to hold on to. So right now, if you want to just specifically look at the resistance lines, we'll go ahead and we'll drop one here at right at 160 a share. So we'll bring this line across. So 160 is kind of where we were bridging around over into the beginning of August, where it just kind of stagnated and it kept knocking the top of this resistance line here. But we did have a huge breakthrough 2 weeks ago where they ended up having an amazing day, an amazing week even, where they were able to break open. So let's just make another resistance line at the bottom of where this breakthrough was, right here at 171 a share, which, you know what, we can even come down and say, you know what, we'll start at the bottom of this candle for the resistance line. How about that? So at $169 a share, we'll bridge this resistance line over here, and then we will go to the top set where the absolute highest 52-week high at 190 a share. We'll go ahead and bridge this over as well. So this is where we're going to start seeing if this stock is going to continue bouncing off of resistance. So now, given this is what I call a 3-point resistance line, there's not always a definitive resistance line for Palantir Technologies. As all of you know, the stock just continues to keep going up. It does have its short little bearish clicks, but for the most part, it is all bull, baby. So with this stock being a complete and total rodeo show, it's going to continue pursuing forward, continue moving up. So we'll just see, is it going to break through this median resistance line here and be able to come down and get into the hard 160 resistance line? Or is it going to continue going up as it historically, and I'm sure it will, come back up and create a new, once again, I say it's new, it's always new, and it's always coming, a new 52-week high and a new great addition to this stock. So, sorry about the rant. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and was able to be able to learn a little bit on what is going on in some of the haters that have been downing this stock for some time. They just finally got to the point where I felt that I needed to bring it out to y'all. If y'all had questions about Palantir, or if y'all thought about selling, if you were bought in or invested into this stock. So this stock has boosted so high, just about no matter where you have bought in, you are still at an amazing profit rate right now. So if the stock dips 10%, you know what? That is 10% that you still have gained, that the stock will eventually come back and overcome, as it has time after time, week after week, month after month. So to me, I know I'm going to continue holding. I've been holding for a long time now, And we'll see what this stock ends up doing, because as it stands, there seems to be no top resistance that cannot be broken for this stock. So I hope y'all liked the video. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next video. So this is the Stock Warden riding off. See y'all come back now, you hear?